king, I am not a god, I am Hump
Welcome Tano in another Coda weapon build, and today's video is about the Coda Catabolyst to take down level 9999 steel path enemies in Warframe. But as always, let me show you the performance first. And welcome back Tano! Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn the bell on for more content, much appreciated. As always, before I build my weapons or my warframes, I rely on my method called DVS. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, what's the faction I'll be fighting. V stands for how I proc 10 stacks of vital to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor to lower their damage reduction, deal higher damage. Of course, we don't use any Ravens in my builds, so you can save your platinum. And I use Revenant, so I don't boost the weapon anyway, so feel free to use any boosting damage Warframe to receive even better results. And now, if you don't like my methods on how I proc viral and armor strip enemies, it's okay. You can check the sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. As in Warframe, you can do things in many different ways, but the result pretty much is the same. Starting with the Warframe, I'll be running 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 for 80% armor strip to 14 for 100% armor strip, so the Catabolyst will be modded for corrosive, so it can armor strip enemies by itself. Other Archon shards doesn't matter, and you don't need to run 2 paths this time. Nourish to proc viral and for Revenant Prime, and you can apply this in any Warframe you want. Worthy camaraderie, 75% weak point critical chance, Arcane Velocity for fire rate, Arcane Precision for damage. Vigorous Swap is optional and I didn't use it during the speedrun because I know it's very hard to find a spot for a mod like this in many builds. So, Arcane Velocity is the one you want to replace with Arcane Energize or Arcane Aegis or whatever arcane you want to use. Now, the Coda Catabolyst. Now, when the magazine reaches empty and it's manually reloaded, the Coda Catabolyst launches not 1 but 3 powerful grenades, also has a higher status chance, damage and magazine size, and that's the upgrade of the Coda. As you can see, it throws a corrosive grenade, so the weapon is made to proc corrosive. Starting with the mods, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot on kill more multi-shot. Critical Mutation is the augment for the Catabolyst. Each kill increase critical chance and critical damage by 30% up to 300%, reduced by 30% when fewer than 3 enemies are struck by the grenade explosion, and thanks to the unique trait from the Coda weapons, you throw 3, so it's really good. Lethal Turret for fire rate and multi-shot. Magnetic Might for magnetic and critical damage, mainly for critical damage. Second for magnetic because magnetic is really powerful against shield and overguard as well. Primed Expel Hurricane is multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. You switch it every time you're fighting a different faction until the E decided to give us a universal one. Now, then, if you don't like that, just put Orna Strike and you'll be good to go. Primal Target Cracker for critical damage, Galvanized Shot on statue chance, 80% statue chance on kill, 40% direct damage per statue type affecting the target, Primal Heated Charge for heat, and Primal Pistol Ammo Mutation for ammo, and Secondary Innervator, increase critical chance by 10%, resets after 6 big critical hits. The 6 big critical hits are orange or red crits. The critical chance on Innervate is absolute, in the meaning of whatever critical chance you get, that's what you actually get. In the meaning of, I have, for example, here, let's pick this one. I have, let's say, 31% critical chance right here. If secondary innervate collects 1 million critical chance, it will be 1 million and 31% critical chance, and that's what I mean with absolute. Now, let's talk about Rivens. If your Riven has, let's say, CCCD, multi-shot, and you want to replace it, you have two options in here. Either the Magnetic Might, which I don't recommend, you want Magnetic on this weapon. I would replace the Primed Expel Oracle. Now, if it has heat, you replace Primed Heated Charge. And let me know in the comments below what's your Riven, so I try and help you place it on this build. As you can see, my Riven has cold, critical damage, and multi-shot. And I would replace the Primed Expel Oracle. Now, if you are a new player and you're looking at these mods and you say, oh Hank, where the hell I'm gonna get these mods? Simple. Primed mods, boom, 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 boom. All of them, you get them from Baru Kitir. He comes every 2 weeks. You prepare ducats by crushing your primed parts. Now, galvanized mods, you get them from the Arbiters of Hexis. You just go play Arbitration, you collect some Vitus Essence, and you get them. Otherwise, other players for Platinum is the way. And now when it comes to our companion, I'll be using Nautilus, Cordon to pull enemies, Duplex for the clones, Assault to attack, Vacuum for the loot, Manifold for more Cordon, Shield armor health, and then 60% fire rate from Reinforced Bond, and 120% critical damage from Tenacious Bond if your critical chance is more than 50%. The best Sentinel weapon in the game is Verglass Prime, but it has a small problem that it needs a Riven to reach that 50% critical chance and above. So, you need a Riven for that. If you don't mind, like not using Tenacious Bond and you want to use the strongest Sentinel weapon in the game, it's okay. You can like forget about the Riven. Otherwise, you want to switch the weapon to Primed Laser Rifle or Vulcloak or Burst Laser Prime, and you be good to go. And now let's summon some level 230 heavy corrupted gunners in Simulacrum and check the weapon performance. We activating Nourish, and look at this. And now, you'd say, Hank, wait, how the hell this is happening, Hank? Now, the whole idea of this build, since we can activate a different element thanks to the, of course, the Coda, the elements that we can use, and the Invigoration is cold, reloading. The only downside of this weapon is the manual reloading. Now, as long as, like, one day, for example, DE fixes reloading to become automatic, guys, this weapon will become something else. But until then, look at that. It's not a joke. Now, what's happening exactly there, in case you don't understand, maybe you're a new player. Now, we are proccing Corrosive. What is it? Corrosive. Now, Corrosive, you already know what it does. Blast, in the other hand. Blast deals 30% of base damage after 1.5 seconds as an explosion at 0 stacks or on death. We're relying more on death. Stacks deal their damage simultaneously to enemies within 5 meters. Now that's blasting. Now the magnetic, in the other hand, will increase your damage against shield and overguard. And now if we summon a Thrax Centurion, there you go, with the overguard, level 230 of course, and go, and check this out. And now the magnetic will play the role against the overguard. Check this out. So let's there, boom, boom. And we're not joking around, guys. We are doing the real deal. And yes, there is a knockback from there, so think about it as well. So boom. Loading. As I said, there you go. Red crits, baby, all day long. Look at that. Now when you see the weapon stop DPSing, it's just like, I need to reload. There you go. Boom. Now, Catabolyst, everyone knows how powerful Catabolyst is. I hoped one thing, just DE gave it a way bigger magazine. That's it. Or they removed the fact that it need to be like manually reloaded. I would love that, honestly. I would have loved that. So yeah, and by this we reached the end. My conclusion: 8 out of 10 for the Catabolyst damage, 6 out of 10 for the manual reload. And in the end, I want to say special thanks to everyone supporting me in any way by watching, liking, commenting, follow me on Twitch, or sharing my videos, or follow me on TikTok, or joining my Discord, link in the description. Special thanks to all of members, special VIPs, and disputed donator, and all donators. Thank you so much for all your support, and big love to all my community, and I will see you guys on the next video.